used to conduct excursion tour on photography, sometime to the forest area, wildlife, or sea beaches, or in the villages, remote villages, so many places. And we as a student used to shoot the images, and it was a nice experience. Friends, let us see a video on one of such excursion tours to Chandipur, Odisha at a sea beach. It is a fantastic sea and different sea beach than the sea beaches you might have seen. Three main reasons for Chandipur beach. Vanishing sea. Evening 5 to 6 o'clock, the sea water goes far away by about 4-5 kilometers. During low tide, one can see this happening before their eyes. When you walk around towards the sea, some water is present, maybe 1 or 2 inches level. We about 25 students, along with our mentor, Mr. Madhu Sarkar, gathered at Howrah station on southeastern railway side and boarded Dhauli Express early in the morning at 6 a.m. and reached Balasore by 9:30. And then we went to the Chandipur beach by auto or the taxi. This place is not so popular. One can roam around freely in the villages. Beaches and enjoy watching crabs running and hiding, different birds eating sea creatures, ship shells, etc. After reaching there, since our booking was already there in a nice hotel called Shubham Hotel, everybody registered and occupied their rooms. In each room, we were 2 students, or in some room there were more than 2. One room was common, kept for developing the transparencies, etc. and other important things. We also roam around in the nearby market and a small village. And food was available at pretty low cost. Usual boiled rice, dal and fish curries or eggs. That was enough for us and we also enjoyed it. It was a nice hotel. In fact, we were at least 2 in each room, and sometimes more of our colleagues used to visit in various rooms. So we used to discuss photography. So it also helped in gaining experience from each one of us. Sometimes we had our lunch or dinner at the hotel itself by paying. On the first day, since it was already afternoon, after taking some rest, everybody was leaving for the beach, and we observed very nice trees just before reaching the beach and greenery all around. Beautiful scenery. Then at the beach there was no sea water. The sea was far off. Etc. 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 So we continued walking towards the water, and it took more than half an hour reaching there. Since there was no good sun. It was all cloudy. So for taking photos, not a good time or good light. Sadly, there was no sun, but still some people took photos. We found ship shells, shank, moving shank in the low water level, which were visible very clearly. Around 5:30 in the evening, I noticed some fishermen walking towards their homes at shore, and I started taking photos as well as videos. And look, just in few minutes, everybody was there shooting images of these fishermen, and somebody also paid them as a courtesy. Finally, since it was getting dark, so with gloom faces, everybody returned to the hotel with nothing good quality image in our cameras. Let us hope for the next day. 4 o'clock, everybody got up and got ready with their equipments, and we were at the beach by 5 o'clock in the morning. The sea was nowhere to be seen, far, far away, but sea sound and the water level was 1 to 2 inches only. But sadly, there was no sun. Early morning hours when the sun rises, that is the golden hour for best quality images. So we lost that, and we were roaming around on the beaches looking for something to shoot. As I told you in the beginning, I was not having any film camera but a Canon simple Handycam for making videos. So I continued making videos and also shot some images with this camera, which were in kilobyte, very low quality, very low pixel size photos. And then lot of crabs on the dry beach, but it is difficult to shoot them because the crabs, once it notices you, then it just enters its hole and you miss the chance for taking image. So one has to be very clever and walk very slowly towards it and then zoom your camera and then take photos. In the evening, around 6 o'clock, one can watch the sea water coming very fast towards the shore and with thunder sound. And if you visit the beach, say by around 11 o'clock, the sea looks horrible, making a lot of noise. In fact, the Bay of Bengal is very famous for such thunderous sound. We also conducted a session for developing the photo film for the purpose of projection on the screen, just to see the quality of the images shot by us. Developing the photo slides, 6-bath process was adopted. The steps for developing color transparencies films using E6 process. First, developer bath maintained at 37.8 degrees centigrade. The first developer is time and temperature sensitive because it controls the contrast. Developer forms a negative silver image in each layer of the film. First wash, water stop bath, then reversal bath. This bath prepares the film for the color developer steps. Color developer bath. This step is carried out to completion to form a positive silver image. Pre-bleach bath. Bleach bath. This is a process to completion step and relies on carryover of pre-bleach to initiate the bleach. The bleach converts metallic silver into silver bromide, then fixer bath, and then final wash in ordinary common water to enhance the life of the film. And last step is the drying in a dust-free environment. And then comments by the students as well as our mentor. It was a good learning process.